Hey everyone, so I'm doing a video today about focus. I thought this might be quite useful because we've been working really hard with everybody and helping you do action plans, and those really help you to stay focused on the things that you need to do during the day. But sometimes life, it kind of takes over and you get carried away and you fall into your previous habits. I'm not going to call them bad habits, but your previous behaviors and patterns, and you're firefighting, and there's people that want your time and they want your attention and they want you to do things, and despite making yourself a promise that you were going to make yourself a priority and take some time to do these things, other things, it's latest and loudest, and these things come in and they demand your time and attention, and all of your good intentions slide away. And sometimes that's because we lose the focus of the things that we're trying to achieve, because we're just learning to make those things a priority. And when we're trying to start new habits, we need triggers to make sure that we pay attention to those habits. And it doesn't come naturally. You can't just go to bed and think, well, as from tomorrow I will do X, Y and Z, because if it was that easy then everybody would do it and I wouldn't have a job. So there are ways that you can make this happen, because it can be challenging when you have children, families, work obligations, pets. The world is throwing challenges at you the whole time. So one of the things I recommend is a notebook. So Tasha's been waving hers at you, so I thought I'd wave mine at you. Now, it's up to you. If you're not a notebook person, that's absolutely fine. You can make a file folder. You can do some other things, which I'll talk about in just a second. So get yourself a notebook or a way of recording these things, and in that notebook is where you write down your goals, your X factors, your Y power. Really, it's where you write the things that talk you into the things that you've got to do every single day, because the things you've got to do is not the fun stuff. The achieving the goal is the fun stuff. So you look at your notebook each day. Now, other things you can do, like I said, you can have a folder, and I've got a friend who puts hers all over her house. I kid you not. They're on the bathroom mirror, they're on the kitchen cupboards. She's got her mantras, she's got the behaviours that she wants to adopt, the habits that she wants to get into, her goals, her reasons why, all in little snippets written on. They're not even uniform. She just grabs a piece of paper and she writes on a Sharpie and she sticks it up. It would drive me nuts and it wouldn't work. I would have to shut my mind to it. So it really works for her. So find something that works for you. It might be just a sheet of paper that you keep in your drawer. When you get dressed in the morning, you can sit and you can read through it. It takes 30 seconds. So in what I do with mine, so you can see there's a few bookmarks, because I use different ones every year. So that's where I find this year's goals. So I can open it straight up. So the ribbon keeps me on my current page, because I will write in this throughout the year. I change the goals. I write any motivational quotes and things that I find that I really like, that really help to get my mind in the mindset that I want to achieve all the things that I want to do. And another great tip, if you get really into this, then that suddenly becomes pages and pages. You won't have time to read through that every day. So another great tip is a little quick reference card. So on this I write a really brief summary of the main next goals, and on the other side I called it daily runway tasks, launchpad, whatever. So I can be a really bad procrastinator. I'm good at procrastinating. So I make a list of the tasks that if I get started on those, then I get some momentum. So every day when I sit at my desk, I knock out those tasks and I get those done, and then I've got some momentum to tackle the big projects and the harder things and the things that I procrastinate over. So make yourself a focus journal, a focus notebook. I don't mind what you call it. There's no hard and fast rules. Write in it, look at it every day if you can, but especially when you find yourself drifting, when you find yourself overwhelmed, when you find yourself procrastinating and not doing the things that you set out to do. Don't beat yourself up. Get the notebook out, reread all of those things, and it will set you right back on track.